This video is the Demo ML Ops first assignment for Group 41. First, we will see demo for running on local system. We will build the code, train the models locally. We have used two models, logistic regression and random forest. Let's start the first part. We have used VS Code for this assignment. Build the code and train the models. As part of the experiment, we see the LRs training with accuracy, precision, etc. are shown. RF is also trained subsequently. Final model is saved to disk in .pkl format. It can be observed in the left pane of VS Code, and check out the location of saved model using the Explorer. Once the models are ready, we move on to the next part, which is to use the MLflow dashboard. This will be used for experiment tracking and model store purposes. Use the VS Code command line to run MLflow. This opens up the MLflow window in browser, showing experiments, models, etc. Select the experiment from left tab to see all the listed experiments. You can select an experiment and see all the run under it. There is also an option to select and compare various runs under the experiment. This will compare and show all the metrics like precision, accuracy, and all. You can go back to experiment and select a single run to see its details. Moving on to next part, which is running the unit testing, and show the results. Use the VS Code command line to run the unit tests. This generates an HTML report. You can easily navigate to the HTML report from the left pane. On the report, we can see the summary of the report. It also shows up the environment. Next part of running on local system includes running Kubernetes, and see the Postman request for the hosted service. Using the PowerShell, we execute command to run Kubernetes. You can see the name of the service type and other details. Now we move on to check Postman response from the hosted service. Send the Postman request and response is observed in body tab of lower pane in JSON format. As the next part assignment, we want to see the logs generated. It is part of monitoring system. In the command line, you can observe the log generated for the request, its timestamp, and other necessary details. Move on to next part, which is running the system on GitHub. Under we use the Git actions to build code, train the model in unit testing, and also create Docker image. Go to Actions on GitHub and rerun all jobs to demo the process. This starts the build. Install the dependencies. Train the model. And run the unit tests. It also generates the HTML report of the unit test. Once done with build, train, and test the model, finally it creates the Docker image. Then it runs a container smoke test. Just complete the process to run all the jobs on GitHub.